Hello, my friends. How are you? I hope this video finds everybody doing well and you're still doing your best to cover your cough, wash your hands, and keep a safe social distance when you're out and about. Today's video is going to be me reading a story, maybe two stories, from one of my favorite books from when I was your age. When I was a little girl, my mom would read the book Nasty Kyle the Crocodile. So get comfy cozy. I'm going to read a couple of stories. Find a spot where you can see my book, see my book. Find a spot where you can see my storybook. And there is Nasty Kyle the Crocodile. Are you comfy? Are you cozy? Here we go. Nasty Kyle the Crocodile lives alone with his banded mongoose and a spider plant. Kyle is a grouch most of the time. He hates things for the silliest reasons. Kyle doesn't like eggs because they have shells or peanuts because they're too crunchy. Kyle doesn't like typewriters because they can't spell or birthdays for no real reason at all. Kyle doesn't like the weather much either. It's too wet, he grumbles when it rains. It's too cold, he grumbles when it snows. One sunny morning after Kyle grumbled, "It's too hot," he dragged a ladder from his garage and began to paint his house. He decided to paint it blue. Fred Goat, out on his morning stroll, said, "My, what a beautiful blue. You'll have the best looking house on the block, I am sure." A blue house? That's kind of neat. "Yuck," Kyle said. "I hate compliments. I'm going to change colors." He pulled out a can of red paint and he began painting again. Olivia Hippo, on her way to the bakery, exclaimed, "Oh, red, it's my favorite color. You'll have a lovely house when you're through." "I don't have a red house, do you?" "Arr," said Kyle, "I hate compliments." He brought out a can of yellow paint and he continued painting. "What a bright, happy color," said Susie Koala from next door. "I love yellow." "I hate happy colors," grumbled Kyle. He mixed his blue paint and he mixed it with the yellow paint and he made green paint. He started to paint. "Look, his yellow matches my shirt. Yellow shirt, yellow house." And he mixed the red with the yellow and he made green. The little pig twins, Max and Flax, argued whether they liked green or yellow best. Kyle mixed the red paint and the yellow paint together to make orange, and he mixed the red paint with the blue to make purple. He worked with 2 paintbrushes for the rest of the day. Look at him mixing his paint colors. When Kyle finally came down from his ladder and looked at his house, this is what he saw. "Arr," Kyle cried, "my house looks so horrible, even I don't like it. But then no one else will either, so I'll leave it that way." I don't know about you, but I think Kyle's house is beautiful. It's like a rainbow. Very colorful and bright, but he doesn't like it, and that's okay, I guess. The next morning, Kyle woke up to the sound of his neighbors talking outside. "What a wonderful house," they said. "So colorful. It's the best house on the block." "Yuck," grumbled Kyle, but he was too tired to argue. And I don't know about you, but I've seen a lot of rainbows in people's windows lately to shine some brightness and some hope. So if you haven't drawn a rainbow on your sidewalk with chalk or made a rainbow at home and put it in your window, you can use the same colors as Kyle the Nasty Crocodile and create a rainbow and decorate your house. Next story. Let's see which one. There's 4 stories in this book. Oh, I got one. And you know what? It's almost lunchtime for me, so maybe after this, I too will have some soup. We're going to read Kyle Eats Some Soup. That would be a good lunch today. One frosty morning, Kyle made some soup. He put a big carrot and a little onion into a pot of boiling chicken broth. He tossed in a long noodle and a short green bean. There he is. He's making his soup. I'm not sure if I'll make my own soup. I might just open a can, but we'll see. He found a thick potato and cut it into thin slices. He put them into the broth and stirred it up. He tasted it. Ouch! Kyle cried. Kyle, it's too hot. Kyle turned off the stove and let the soup sit. He tasted again. Arr, he cried. Now it's too cold. Does anybody remember the sign language for hot? Hot. Hot. The sign language for cold? Cold, like you're shivering. Cold. Kyle was so angry. He threw the soup up into the air and down it came again. Oh dear. I don't know about you, but I think Kyle should have taken a deep breath and counted to 3. 1, 2, 3. And maybe he would have been less angry. Kyle threw the pot out the window, but the snow came in and it covered his snout. Oh my, maybe he shouldn't have thrown something when he was angry. Take a deep breath and count to 3, nasty Kyle the Crocodile. Achoo! Kyle sneezed. I think I'm catching a cold. He stepped over the mess on the floor and curled up under the covers, and he soon fell asleep. There he is with his Kleenex. I hope he washed his hands after blowing his nose. And I wish him a good rest. Maybe he'll feel better when he wakes up. The end. Anybody want one more story? It happens to be Kyle has a birthday. And I don't know about any of my daycare friends, but if you are celebrating a birthday during our time at home, just so you know, we will make up for it. When we get back to the daycare, anybody that's celebrating a birthday at home, we are going to sing happy birthday for you. We are going to have a party for you. We are not forgetting about your special day. Last story, here we go. Kyle has a birthday. One day, a package arrived for nasty Kyle the Crocodile.